Welcome back to the channel. You've got Laura here and I'm at Psycho's Bodyshop in Redondo Beach, California. Today is going to be a glute workout with my trainer and I'm really excited to share it with you guys. I'm officially in a growth phase. I have a new coach that I'll be sharing more about in the near future. And so we're going to hit it hard. But before we do that, don't forget to subscribe to the channel, like the video, share with a friend, and I'll catch you guys in the workout. So to get warmed up for the workout today, I always do, it just as a little heads up, I always do a little bit of band work before I jump into it with Chris, but he usually has at least 1 to 2 warm-up exercises as we start our workout. So today the warm-up is gonna be the high pulse kicks on the cable machine, and we're supersetting it with some glute bridges on the ground. Some of the sets I'm using a band above my knees, some I'm not. And so we're gonna do a few rounds of this and then we're gonna move on to other movements. I'm getting a lot of low back on this one today. We're doing barbell hip thrusts as our second movement of the workout today. So hip thrusts are always a classic for glute building. We're not going crazy heavy just yet. I want to let my body get warmed up into the movement. My low back is not at 100% today. So that's also why I have my belt on. I try to remember to wear my belt whenever I'm thrusting, a lot of times doing RDLs or anything that's like a heavier compound movement. So these are feeling pretty good at this weight. So we might increase a little bit. We'll probably do a couple more sets and then we'll keep it moving. So I'm officially in a growth phase. I have a new coach that I haven't talked about yet, but I will in the near future. And so I'm in a growth phase now. I'm really, really focused on eating all my food. My gut, it's not 100% healed, I can tell that, but I am excited to be making some progress, feeling like I'm working myself towards the stage again. And I'm seeing the changes in my body, don't get me wrong. It's been very challenging to force myself to eat, being really consistent with the training, being super consistent with the sleep, regulating my stress so that I have as best of an appetite as possible. But I'm excited for the results, and I think that's why so many of us competitors love what we do or we love bodybuilding, is because when you see the progress and you see those changes, it's very exciting. some glute kicks on the Panatta glute kickback machine. And this one I really like. I tend to need the pad a little bit more vertical. Everyone's a little different, and as you're doing glute workouts or lower body, you've got to really figure out what angles and what movements really work best for you. For me, I have to be careful with the angle or I start feeling it a little more in my quads. So we're going to do a few sets here and we'll move on. So we actually ended up switching out one Panatta glute kick for the other. This one was just getting my quads a little bit too much engagement. So this one is feeling a lot better. I feel more control. I feel like I can get it up into my upper glutes, glute medius area. So we're probably gonna wrap up our 4 sets doing 2 and 2, and then we'll move on to the next exercise. So today for the abduction machine, I've got a little pad here. A lot of gyms have things like this too you can use. So this I'm sitting on. A lot of gyms have the pads you can put on the outside of your knees to add resistance, which are great. But today I'm going very slow and controlled and just really focusing on the connection. We're going a little lighter, a little higher rep, and I'm really focused on just feeling and connecting with the movement, the whole range, both directions. And we're probably gonna do a lot of sets on this today. Since my back hasn't been feeling good, hip abduction machine is a great one if your low back is feeling a little tender on glute day because you're not really going to use it, so long as you keep your core tight, and especially if you sit your back on the pad. So we're going to rep out probably at least 4 to 6 sets on this, and we'll go from there. That is it for the workout, you guys. It was a good one. Despite my low back being a little tender today, we navigated around it. I really appreciate Chris, and he's very flexible and open to my suggestions if I'm not feeling 100% or I'm not really connecting well with the movement. So we got it done. I feel like I got a good glute pump today. Hopefully this was helpful, and I'll catch you guys in the next video.